team. It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, back with some more Russell Howard, Donald Trump being an absolutely awful president, part 3, and this is part 3 of part 3. Before we dive in, make sure you guys subscribe, ring the notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Russell, take it away. I know this man finna say the most off-the-wall stuff, and I'm kind of scared to click play, but we gonna do it anyway.
How packed his rallies were. Four more years. They'll be lucky to last 4 weeks. It was so reckless. According to a Stanford report, Trump's rallies may have led to 700 COVID deaths and 30,000 extra cases. He risked their lives to talk shit. I mean, did you hear his campaign slogan? It wasn't exactly new.
It's called Make America Great Again, again.
Make America great again, again. Jesus, man.
It was his speechwriter, Mickey Flanagan. If you have to make something great again, again, then you fucked up. All Trump seems to have done is call Biden names.
Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, 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 you sleepy guy.
Sleepy Joe, you sleepy guy.
Couldn't Biden hit back? There's so many names he could have called Trump. The bullshit bandit. The White House what's it. The orange cunt. But, do you know what I mean? There are options. America is so divided, and yet Trump had the arrogance to say this.
I've done more for black Americans than anybody, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln.
He ended slavery. You've promoted white supremacy.
That's crazy. Anybody more, but possibly Abraham Lincoln. You did more than MLK, my boy. He did more than Rosa, my boy. You did more than Malcolm, my guy. You did more than all these people. And I know there's a list of people that I'm missing, but I'm just giving a couple examples. Stop it. Stop it right now, dog.
Tear-gassed innocent Black Lives Matter protesters. Christ, when Colin Kaepernick took a knee to protest for black rights, Trump said this.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out.
Come on now.
He's fired.
And when he wasn't attacking black people, he was accusing every Muslim of being a terrorist.
Donald
Facts.
J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
They have no respect for human life. I want surveillance of certain mosques, okay?
The only problem with that, Americans are more likely to be killed by lawnmowers than foreign terrorists. Forget mosques, he should have banned strimmers. He should have built a wall around this place. He's such a bigot. In fact, the only person who reckons Trump isn't racist is his own son. And his reason why was comedy gold. Donald Trump Jr. says his father cannot be racist because he let him hang out with Michael Jackson.
What a reason. Oh my God. It just gets worse and worse. The more I watch, the more my brain is just, it can't take it. It cannot take it, y'all.
Hang out with or hang out of? What an excuse. How can my dad be racist? He let me hang out with Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all the good guys. I've got to go. He's got me in art class with Rolf Harris. Now, over in America, it's been a mad couple of weeks. Initially, it looked like Trump might have a chance of winning the election. Some of his fans were dancing like pissed aunties at a wedding.
Oh.
Others focused on their pudding.
I'm sorry to interrupt your ice cream. No, that's fine.
And this guy was so happy he froze.
Okay, let me put that to Jack Kingston. He's a former Republican congressman, joins me now from Alabama. Great to talk to you, Jack Kingston. Well, well, well. What do you make of this?
But eventually, it turned out Joe Biden was the victor.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States.
So, did Donald accept defeat graciously?
No.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
You easily didn't, you childish bitch. Now, luckily, his supporters were there to help with the counting. In Arizona, they demanded this.
Oh my
But in Michigan, they wanted this.
You gotta have it one way or the other. You can have it. What we can count them or we can stop the count. What y'all want to do? Either way, Biden won.
Stop the count. Count the stop. Count stop the. It got better. Did you hear about the Four Seasons fiasco?
Donald Trump's defeat was announced while the president was playing golf and when his campaign was setting up in a gardening firm's yard just by a sex shop and a crematorium.
This was incredible. Trump wanted his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, to challenge the election result at a high-profile event. But instead of booking the Four Seasons Hotel, they booked the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Centre, which is next to Fantasy Island Adult Books, a shop which is currently holding a sale called Dildo Madness. Which might explain this guy's face.
Well, well, well. What do you make of this?
Now, over in America, it's all kicking off.
This morning, alarming COVID numbers all across the country.
250,000.
Jesus.
The number of people who, according to NBC News tracking, have now died in this country from the virus.
We now know more than 19,000 people have died just this month alone.
So, what's the president doing about it?
Yesterday, as world leaders discussed pandemic preparedness, Mr. Trump hit the golf course.
Turns out MAGA stands for massive arsehole golfing again. And it was his
That's
own...
effing crazy, dog. That's come on, dog. You're the president of the U.S. You were. And you will never be again, but you were. Come on, man.
Of course, that is insane. You telling me nobody broke in and took a dump? Come on. Even the animals are getting involved. Those boys will be full of more shit than Fox News. Listen to their idea for naming the vaccine.
Why not name the vaccine the Trump?
For the same reason we don't name hospitals the Shipman. Trump had nothing to do with it. He was telling people to inject bleach. And to be honest, they can call it what they like. Some people won't take it. Like this preacher. He's got something more powerful to protect him.
I don't have the coronavirus. I'm not going to get the coronavirus. I'm not going to give anybody the coronavirus because I can't get it because I've talked to God about it and I've taken my vaccine and my vaccine is Psalm 91. I am free from that mess.
So
Jesus, man. Jesus. What is wrong with people, bro? I'm a believer. I believe in God. I have faith. But come on, dog. Like, it's that story where it's like the guy who drowned, they sent him 3 boats and he returned each one down and said, I'm okay, God will save me. And then he died, goes to heaven, God, why didn't you save me? I sent you 3 boats, dog. Come on.
what happened? He caught it. Over in America, the tiny-handed bullshit machine spoke to the nation.
This may be the most important speech I've ever made.
So, was it about COVID, a plan to reset the economy? What do you think?
This election is about great voter fraud. Fraud, 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 outright fraud, 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 fraud. It was about fraud.
Was it? Some of his excuses were ridiculous.
The Democrats had this election rigged right from the beginning. They used the pandemic, sometimes referred to as the China virus.
Yeah, by you, sometimes referred to as the tango twat, but continue. How did they use the pandemic?
as an excuse to mail out tens of millions of ballots, which ultimately led to a big part of the fraud.
No, people wanted to vote remotely so they wouldn't die of COVID. Anything else?
It is statistically impossible that the person, me, that led the charge, lost.
You don't know about statistics. You can barely pronounce it.
Statistics.
You lost the popular vote by 7 million and the Electoral College by 74. Read
Oh
those.
my God.
By the end, he was just rambling.
I have a lot of friends in Detroit. They know it.
I got a lot of friends in Bristol. What's your point?
There is no one happier right now than China.
I don't know. What about this guy?
Hey, buddy, what do you do? They look pretty happy. Definitely looks pretty happy. I'll give him that. He's a pretty happy guy right there.
Do you know why he's so happy? He nicked this guy's teeth. It wasn't just Trump. Did you see his press secretary displaying the evidence?
We are fighting new lawsuit today. Where is the evidence? Right here, Sean. We have been granted discovery. I have 3 binders, literally hundreds of pages. We have a number of affidavits. Read through some of these affidavits.
Oh
234 pages of sworn affidavits. All of the circles are different ballot numbers. They're startling, Sean.
She's having a breakdown. How long before she's like this?
I got these. I found this. I got this guy. I found this. This looks like the face of a liar.
Lot of fun. Your hair I don't know how you do it, ladies. Your hair gets everywhere. So.
Oh my God.
So. I kept doing that to get it right. So, is all this bitching working? Not really. Look what happened when Trump paid for a recount.
The Trump campaign requested and paid $3 million for the partial recount. In the end, Joe Biden increased his lead by 87 votes.
Donald Trump effectively paid $3 million to increase Joe Biden's lead.
I think I speak for everyone when I say,
Oh my God. That's all we got, y'all. Make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy Neal, out.